The Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and our Drive Safe campaign brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. You can also search the hashtag Drive Safe campaign on Instagram and watch videos of how road accidents are taking lives. Drive Safe campaign on Instagram. Time now for us to learn how to say it right, and that's brought to us by Koba Payment App. Koba, our lives simplified, and Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is a hallmark.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say
Nimwizi.
Yes.
So, will you introduce me?
Hey, you make Waldo.
Well, you know what they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Well, I'll do my best possible.
Aha, you see why I always say you are a little bit smart.
Kojo, be careful. But what did I say anyway?
Well, you said I'll do my best possible.
Yes, but I get it. People often say I'll do my possible best, don't they?
Yes, and that conveys a completely different meaning. When you say I will do my possible best, you're saying it is possible that what you will do might be your best effort.
But what you're trying to say is that you will put in the best effort you possibly can, so it should be best possible, not possible best.
Indeed, your best work possible, your best effort possible, your best possible.
And that's how you say it right.
So, what will you say when you introduce me?
I will say you are into Sakawa.
Oh.
Yes, that's how you say it right. Learn how to say it right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, what we're doing is that we want to know how the year has been for you, 2021. What's been your achievements in the year 2021. We want to celebrate with you. We want to understand also if there's been setbacks, there's been challenges. What have been those setbacks and those challenges? Were you able to overcome them? How did you overcome them? And if you're unable to overcome them, what has been the challenge in overcoming them? We want to hear from you here on the Super Morning Show. And already some of you are joining us on Twitter using the hashtag JoySMS. A lot of you are also joining us on Facebook. Joining us on WhatsApp. That's 05511119997. You can also do the same by joining us on Twitter using the hashtag JoySMS. And you also get to join us on Facebook. That's Joy 99.7 FM, and also join us on WhatsApp 05511119997. Let's get into our newspaper review brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, City Ceramica, a hero you can depend on, and CompuGhana, passion for technology. And these days we do our news review and online review together. Online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank, in your best interest. Goyle Good Energy and Enterprise Life. No matter how much you make for a living, Enterprise Life has life solutions carefully crafted for you. Enterprise Life, your advantage. So, it's Christmas time again, and there's a lot to be thankful for. Well, in appreciation, Goyle has released its Asida train. Yes, Goyle Asida train, moving from station to station across the nation. Catch it, buy any Goyle product and get rewarded with quality Goyle branded items, including t-shirts, face towels, dusters, tissue boxes, and many more assorted souvenirs. Look, you only need to be alert this Christmas at any Goyle station near you, because the Goyle Asida train could be making a stop. Spot it, buy your Goyle products, and get rewarded. Christmas is early at Goyle this year, so get on board Goyle Asida promo and get rewarded. Afishapao, Goyle Good Energy, Goyle, Yejim. Okay, so let's get into some of the issues making news this morning, bringing you the details of these shortly. Some of the things we'll be talking about here on our news review segment. Roberts Shoot Pharmacist in Kumasi. I'll tell you more about that shortly. And Ghana Airport Company Limited investigating suspicious bag after explosion scare at the Kotoka International Airport. Yes, just stay with us. I'll tell you more about that. Government declares Monday, January 3, public holiday. Yes, New Year's Day is on Saturday. And so, Ghana, we love holidays. We definitely will take it to Monday. And retaliate Emirates cancellation of flights to Ghana, Ablakwa to Akufo-Addo. So that's the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee in Parliament, Samuel Okuta Blackwell, asking government to retaliate. We'll tell you more about that shortly. And COVID-19, Emirates Airlines suspends flights from Ghana indefinitely. Pentecostal and Charismatic Council backs please crack down on doomsday prophecies. La Palm Hotel staff embark on demo over pension issues and demand CEO's removal. We'll tell you more about that. But Maureen Shress joined us this morning. Good morning, Maureen.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Winston.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and good morning to all the listeners out there.
Great. So we're getting into the stories, shortly. Lots of issues making news, but I think, as Ghanaians, we'll start on the holiday notes.
Yes.
The fact that, third
January is now like...
Yes, it's now. It's a public holiday.
Yes.
First, January is on Saturday.
So understandably, Monday is a holiday.
Yeah, but if it falls on January, it falls on a weekend, why do you need to take it into Monday?
One thing I've noticed that Ghanaians don't play with their holidays. So once it's a holiday, whether it falls on a weekend, like it must be carried forward to the weekday that, we need to observe that holiday. And so people are really particular. I know it's the beginning of the year and people are like, oh, we've had so many holidays over the Christmas break, but still Ghanaians really don't joke with their holidays. So I agree with this mandate to make 3rd January a holiday.
I don't know whether it's because I haven't had holidays in my working life, but I don't understand. If it's on a Saturday, let it be. I mean, it is estimated that we lose 60 million Ghana cedis. Every day we do not work. Estimated. Now, we have 12 holidays in this country. So just think about it. It's a Saturday, New Year's Day. We've been through the Christmas period. I mean, some companies actually went on a break right from the 23rd till next year. Why don't we just come back to work on Monday? At least we've rested enough. We rested on Monday, Tuesday.
No, but like you said, you haven't had enough rest. You haven't had much holiday. So maybe like you, other people also haven't had much of a holiday break this season. So maybe you've been working.
I'll still be working.
3rd.
Yes.
Yes, I know you still, but other people, that day is very important to them. So they really want to observe their holiday.
Okay, well, you can observe the holiday. Well, it's been given as such, as we've always done in this country. So 1st January is on Saturday. On Monday, it's a holiday. And then the 7th of January also will be Constitution Day, another holiday. Yes, just around the same time.
Yeah.
Friday also becomes a holiday. Anyway, let's get into other stories. And, Emirates, now they've suspended flights from 10 African countries. And these countries include Ghana. And now the Member of Parliament for North Tongue and the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Samuel Okuta Blackwell, is urging the president to retaliate, Emirates' cancellation of flights to Ghana. Emirates, and he says that I should hope President Akufo-Addo of Ghana would also, in protest, reconsider his plans to lead a Ghanaian delegation to the Dubai Expo on March 8th, 2022. That's what he wrote on social media. And Ghana, as I stated, is part of 10 African countries, which have been, where flights from have been cancelled indefinitely. But the other countries are Angola, Guinea, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. However, and they say flights from Dubai can get into Ghana. Those ones can come in. But, Emirates flights can come in. But we can't come from there. How?
And go. Definitely, it's not a very tasty thing to hear, because people already, when Omicron even came out and some airlines actually banned flights from some African countries, we saw the kind of retaliation that people wanted to see. But I also don't think that the best way for us to retaliate is to withdraw the Ghanaian delegation going to the Dubai Expo in 2022. That expo is actually great for Ghanaian exposure. It's already been happening throughout this year. We've seen how even some tourists from Ghana have been to the expo, and they've seen how our Ghanaian products are being put on display to market it to that kind of public. And a lot of people are actually in Dubai all the time throughout the year. So even if the Honorable MP wants us to retaliate, I don't think the best way to do that is to withdraw our delegation from attending the expo. Maybe we could also retaliate in the same way and say that, okay, then Dubai flights should no longer also come into Ghana in that regard. I think one of our greatest stands this year was saying that all airlines that bring in unvaccinated passengers will be paying, I think, $3,500. So it's in line with the kind of measure, so that we don't take any measures that will actually end up hurting us as a nation. So we need to rethink the kind of retaliation measures that we want we as a nation to take. Yes.
Great point you make there. Maybe we'd have to rethink it. Maybe the president can also just say, I want to go. I mean, of course, Ghana would always designate these things, but the president himself would decide not to show up there, just as a way of saying, I am not happy with that decision.
Yeah.
Ghana would take part in the expo and all of that, but the president would decide not to lead the delegation as a way of a protest. And so while
To
we
signal
can
his displeasure about the
yes,
decision.
yes, you know.
Yes.
So I mean, that's President May. It's a decision the president would take, but it could be because of his unhappiness about the situation.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know, yesterday we were talking about the police,
Oh, yes.
statement to the churches about prophecies and how they should be careful not to cause fear and panic, and how they should be prepared to provide evidence of these
And which we
prophets.
said, how can you provide evidence?
Yes, how can you provide evidence?
Yes,
I mean, it's
that
just
God
like-
has revealed to you that this person is going to die or this doom is about to happen. And today we wake up and we are hearing that the Pentecostal and Charismatic Council is actually backing the police crackdown on doomsday prophecies. And their reason is that most of the prophecies that they believe God gives us is to edify and glorify, and not necessarily to cause fear and panic. So they are backing the police force in saying that we should crack down on doomsday prophecies. And I don't know what you think about Winston.
Well, I think that these prophecies, a lot of them have been causing fear. I mean, and we saw what happened the last time when some youth had to vandalize a church because they were unhappy about a prophecy. When God has revealed something about me to you, why must you stand in your church and say it? Don't you know me? Don't you know me? Can't you walk up to me and come and tell me that God has told me this about you? Look, I don't doubt prophecies. People have told me things about myself that were true. And so I'm not going to sit here and say I doubt prophecies. I believe prophecies. Okay, so if God has revealed something to you, that you should come and tell me. And that's why I believe the president of the Trinity Theological Seminary, one day when I spoke to him, he said that when God that gave you the prophecy will give you the wisdom on how to deliver it.
Yes, definitely.
God is giving you a prophecy. He gives you the wisdom on how to go about the prophecy. Now God is giving you a prophecy. Then you stand, and tell the whole nation that God has told you to come and tell me that I will die. How do you expect my wife and children to feel when they hear that their father, their husband is going to die?
Yeah.
How do you expect my mother to feel when she hears that I'm going to die? Come and tell me. If there are any prayers, then we'll pray. After all, God reveals to redeem. Okay.
Definitely.
Don't sit back. Don't sit in the comfort of your, church and every day be talking about this person will die, this person will die. Of course, there are other, people who do not always go for death prophecies. They give other prophecies which do not cause fear and panic. Yes, but let's stop this fear and panic prophecies.
On a lighter note about banning, now Saudi Arabian officials have actually banned 40 camels from participating in a beauty contest after these camels were found to have facelift and Botox. I mean, now the beauty pageant trend of, having the best face, the best features, they've even gone so far that even animals are being subjected to these injections and these procedures. And we need to discuss how and why harmful beauty trends are being encouraged to the extent that it's even being applied to animals who obviously have no way of saying, okay, I'm not consenting to this facelift or I'm not consenting to this Botox. And so, Winston, can you share your thoughts with us on this?
I watched this documentary of how some people have decided to want to see live forever, and so have saved money and have said, when I die, I should be frozen.
Yeah.
Hoping that in future there'll be technology that can bring me back.
Back to life.
Now, the people have said, and I mean, in that same documentary, others have said, but when you come back, would you have your memory of today? How will the world look like for you? Would you be able to cope with the changing times of the era in which you would find yourself? My response to this is how I wish I could live longer to see how the world will become after 100 years. Unfortunately, I would not be there after 100 years. But I would have loved to see the world after 100 years to see, I mean, how these things will become. Because if anybody had said some of these things when, during our grandfather's time, they probably would have said, no, that can't be. The world cannot be a place like that. But the thing about the world is that, human beings will become sophisticated. And as they become sophisticated, a lot of things would change. I believe in people enhancing themselves. I don't disagree with you. I may not do it. If you want to enhance yourself, do it. But do it such that you do not injure yourself.
Yeah.
You can enhance yourself. But do it in such a way that you don't hurt yourself. I mean, that's the only thing I would say when it comes to Saudi Arabians engaging in all of these things. Come off.
Botox and facelift.
Yes, but workers of La Palm, hotel have embarked on a demonstration. Now they're demonstrating over pension issues, and they're demanding the removal of the CEO. And so the workers, now at this stage, the protest calling for the immediate removal of their chief executive officer. And this is the fourth time the workers have demonstrated over their end of service benefits and their tier 1 and tier 2 insurance, SNIT contributions. They allege these contributions have not been paid since May 2019,
That's a long
among
time.
other concerns.
That's a really long
Now,
time.
these are statutory payments. Statutory payments. And people have been taken to court by SNIT for refusing to pay workers' statutory contributions. Is SNIT aware of this? We want to know. Have the workers petitioned SNIT? We want to know. And if that is the case, action should be taken.
Definitely, and they are simply asking the current CEO to actually not renew her contract because her contract to be the CEO of La Palm expired in November of 2021. That's just last month, and they are saying that they are unhappy with how she's actually using the funds of the hotel, and since her contract has legally expired just last month, they are begging her not to renew her contract because they are not happy with her terms of service with them when it comes to the payments of these pension money. I think, like you said, we need to find out if they petitioned SNIT on this matter. Is SNIT really aware that since 2019, that's a very long time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
2.5 years. 2.5 years. And, these are persons, and as you work, you think of your retirement. And I'm sure for those of us who work, I mean, the very day we got our first job, we were told to start planning for our pension. Because if you go past 60 years, you will go on retirement.
Definitely.
I mean, you can't work for the rest of your life. You will go on retirement. If you go on retirement, that's when you expect the state to take care of you. But the state will take care of you, bearing in mind that you've also contributed towards the state taking care of you. So when you deny people, it's bad. Anyway, it's time for us to go for the BBC News. We'll come back. We'll talk more about some of these issues. Brought to us by Fidelity Bank, Believe With Us, and Sethi Brothers, and also brought to us by Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Enterprise alive and see we are moving. We are cruising. Forward China from Enterprise Live. Jam I want some more. Now we're done at the crowd. Dream big with us. You for dream big. Go on, dream big with us. Dream big.
Enterprise, your advantage.
I nearly gave up on driving out of frustration. What hadn't I done? Purging, replacing electrical parts, changing my fuel pump, and still the engine noise in my car wouldn't stop. Then I met this guy who said I should try Goil Fuel. By the way, my name is Thomas. I did try Goil Super XP Ron 95. Now my car is renewed. Yankonkwa!
Goil stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3 multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goil station. Ajibebia. Goil Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP. Higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goil, good energy. Yeah,
Join us at the Junction Mall this festive season. Come and experience the best customer service from our well-trained staff with products and services at highly discounted prices. There's lots of fun and entertainment activities for everyone with kids' fun activities at our playground and a well-spaced sitting area for family and friends at our food court. Take amazing photos from our Christmas decorations with friends and family for your albums. We've put in place all security measures to keep you and your loved ones safe during this festive season with well-demarcated directions to ease the traffic to and from the mall due to the road construction. Kindly note that we've put in place all necessary measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19 on our premises, and we entreat all our cherished customers to adhere to them accordingly. Follow us at the Junction Mall GH on Facebook and Instagram. You can also call or send us a WhatsApp message on 0540-221774 for more information. The Junction Mall. Join, explore, shop, enjoy. Merry Christmas and have a wonderful New Year.
Our big digital move. Republic Mobile, Republic Online, Republic USSD, star 414 hash. Bank at your fingertips. Download the app Republic Mobile to bank anywhere at any time.
Republic Bank. We are the one for you.
Assignment. Today at 9:21 GMT. In 60 minutes, The Inquiry with Charmaine Kilzier.
In space, there are thousands of artificial satellites and millions of pieces of man-made trash. There's no global law to regulate rubbish and so far nothing in place to remove it. So can we solve our space junk problem?
Next, it's Newsday, here on the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Hello and welcome to Newsday on the BBC World Service with Ben James and Bola Mossera.
A US jury has found the British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell guilty on 5 counts of helping convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to abuse young girls.
Ghislaine Maxwell has walked free on this earth for 60 years. I hope she never has a day of freedom the rest of her life for what she's done to so many women and girls.
More European countries have been reporting record numbers of coronavirus infections fueled by the Omicron variant. So is it time to revise how we deal with the pandemic?
The best possible situation is having one additional respiratory virus in circulation. We have 200 already, and there's no real reason that SARS-CoV-2 will be much worse than any other of these viruses eventually.
And we'll tell you about the woman just appointed by the US to fight for the rights of women and girls in Afghanistan. First, the news.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News. The British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell has been convicted of trafficking underage girls for sexual abuse by the late US financier Jeffrey Epstein. A jury in New York found the 60-year-old guilty on 5 out of 6 charges connected with procuring the victims and facilitating the abuse. One of her accusers, Annie Farmer, said Maxwell engaged in predatory behaviour for years. Nomia Iqbal is outside court.
When that verdict came through, Ghislaine Maxwell didn't show any reaction whatsoever. She sipped a glass of water a few times and then she walked out of court with her attorneys. Her defence only spoke to say that they would appeal. They have always maintained, as has she, that she is a scapegoat for Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. She is due to face another trial here in New York at some point next year, and this is to do with perjury charges. She's accused of lying under oath in regards to a deposition to do with Jeffrey Epstein a few years ago. She denies all those charges.
The former president of Afghanistan, Ashraf Ghani, has said his decision to flee the country in August was made just minutes after his palace security forces told him they could no longer protect him or the capital, as the Taliban had broken a commitment not to enter Kabul. Mr. Ghani said his national security advisor, Dr. Hamdallah Mahib, had given him a stark warning.
If I take a stand, they will all be killed. And they were not capable of defending me. And Dr. Mahib was literally terrified. He did not give me more than 2 minutes. My instructions had been to prepare for departure for Khost. He told me that Khost had fallen and so had Jalalabad. I did not know where we were going. Only when we took off did it become clear that we were leaving.
Presidents Biden and Putin are to hold another phone call later today as the US tries to build a common response with Europe to Russia's massing of troops on the Ukrainian border. The pair held a virtual summit earlier this month in which Mr. Biden reiterated his support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Brenda Marshall has more details.
A senior Biden administration official said the two men would discuss a range of security and strategic issues on the basis of reciprocity. The official said President Biden would make clear that the US will continue to coordinate closely with its allies and partners, including Ukraine, on all issues. He would also explain that while the United States is prepared for a diplomatic path forward, it was also prepared, with its allies, to impose more severe sanctions on Russia's economy and financial system in the event of any invasion of Ukraine.
Brenda Marshall. This is the latest world news from the BBC. A major ferry operator, P&O Ferries, and the Eurotunnel's shuttle service between Britain and France have warned British citizens who live in the EU that they can no longer drive through France to reach their country of residence. They've both used their Twitter accounts to say only Britons with French residency are exempt from the rule. France had already banned most British tourists and business people because of Britain's high COVID infections. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has condemned the authorities in China and Hong Kong for forcing the shutdown of one of the territory's last remaining pro-democracy publications. The online media firm Stand News closed on Wednesday after 200 national security police raided its offices. Hong Kong's chief executive, Carrie Lam, insisted officials had been targeting activities contravening the law.
The action taken is based on investigation, the decision of the Department of Justice, and then the case will be given to the court to make a ruling. The court will impartially make a ruling based on the evidence and the facts.
Reports from the Chinese city of Xi'an suggest residents forced to stay indoors under a strict coronavirus lockdown are struggling to get food. 155 new cases have been registered on the 8th day of the lockdown in the city of 13 million. Under the measures, residents are only allowed out for COVID tests. Thousands of social media users are complaining of shortages. Scientists are attempting to get the James Webb Orbiting Telescope up and running. The world's most powerful telescope was launched on Christmas Day. Over the next few days, scientists will attempt to unpack its giant sun shield. Without it, the telescope won't be able to capture images of the first stars to shine in the universe. I'm Chris Barrow, and for now, that's the latest BBC News.
Thank you very much indeed for that.
There's go. See me, I no get 30 billion, but I get digital banking, them sugar. Fidelity Digital Banking. Every day, I use the Fidelity mobile app for like 1 million transactions so I can make it happen cashless from anywhere. Oh, Lord of mercy. Even while I'm producing in the studio, I can top up airtime with my #1 girl, call my WhatsApp banking assistant, do some online banking, and so much more. Now, I live like I have 30 billion with Fidelity Digital Banking. So enjoyment, enjoyment. I don't wanna me pay. Try Fidelity Digital Banking and make it happen because together we are more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Do you
you know you can protect your family and property by purchasing our Millennium Enhanced Home Insurance policy or renew your policy to enjoy improved benefits? Talk to us today by calling 0501 285827 or 0302 766633. You can visit our website www.millenniuminsurancegh.com. Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner.
Super Morning Show.
Hey, Osadika Mahas, Balloon Wadahaki Samados, Sayadu Kalahadias, Veriki Mohutas, Ikanda Masu Walatisis, Okandi Aban, Devanda Kulas, we are today Katum, Aladi Amadu Kawala Hasiate, Ikodawala Hasikamadhandia. Let the unseen barriers and the walls that divides us fall in the name of Jesus. Let the walls and the unseen barriers between husband and wives, between siblings, between brethren, among the women of this house, among the men, the business community, the professionals, and the youth, let those unseen barriers fall. Let those walls come down. In the name of Jesus, send storms, send lightnings, send trouble to them and their household, that they might leave me and my house alone. But Lord, why must he leave? What is his use and his value to you and to your kingdom and to your agenda on earth? Why must he leave? Okandi Aban, Devanda Kulas, we are today Katum, Aladi Amadu Kawala Hasiate, Ikodawala Hasikamadhandias. Desukadabaha, Ilavaka Futu Pituli Ifanamaha, Eleida Kabaha, hey, Kipodola Magadariata, Takubandi Adana Miayos, Ifalama Wahada Kasumba, Minianda Kumbiriataya, hey, Kalaha, Wasia Kandiba Utunda, lose your power and your hold over me, Malakidinda Lukaparitaya. I will not miscarry, I will not abort my baby. Itakubali Antaya. Let none of our children be marked for an occasion. They should be Bahayas. Anyone that they have appointed to die prematurely, to be taken before your time, in the name of the Lord Jesus, we cancel that appointment. We overturn that appointment. And we command the deliverance of those appointed to die by the power of Jesus' name. Any attempt and any conspiracy of any group of people who will come together to devise your head, let it boomerang. Let it boomerang. 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 Let them scatter the gather against you. And let their words fall to the ground. As for you, the Lord show you a token for good, that those who hate you may see it and be ashamed. The Lord favor you. The Lord fight your battles. The Lord go before you. The Lord avenge you. The Lord be an enemy to your enemy, an adversary to your adversary. Bless them that blesses you. Curse them that curses you. And may anyone that misunderstand you by any means, true or false, be disfavored. Let them that devise your head be discredited. Let those who use their access to hurt you be denied access. Let those who use their honor to hurt you be dishonored. Let those who use their favor against you, let their favor turn into disfavor. And let the Lord always raise up intercessors for you that will fight your cause and fulfill all his good pleasure about you.
Joy 99.7 FM.
I will lift my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from you, God. Yo, yo, yo. Maomi yeno makwego jile. Nengme mielike bwa mo ajaba. Mielike bwa mo je Yehowa ngo. Onibo ngwen kashikon le ngo. Mawo mieno makwego jile. Nengbe mielike bwa mo ajaba. Mielike bwa mo je Yehowa ngo. Onibo ngwen kashikon le ngo. Ihang boshane. Money boy oile e wo doing na money boy Israel e wo doing the asang e won biko Yehovah aboy e boy wala she e boy koje come in by kajabe nami ke ashina no fe my help comes from you, Jesus.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on this.
Nengba mielika bwa majaba. Mielika bwa moja Yehowa ngo. Moni bwa ngwen kashikon le ngo. Ihang oshane. Moni bwa ohele e wo doing. Na moni bwa Israel e wo doing. Ni asang e won biko. Hey! Yehovah aboy boy wala she boy koje coming by kaje benami ya shina no fe corona nyagbebo noko nyagbebo yeah everybody let your voice say I have no one but you, Jesus. Yeah. miracle from you, God. Somebody's crying out for a breakthrough, God.
Joy 99.7 FM. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Our help comes from you alone, God. I try, yo, 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 why me? Yo, 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 yo. One more time. First it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. I saw.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Roll, let's go. Tell your neighbor, say, give me space, give me space, give me space. This is how I win my battle. I saw. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, earthquakes were the response to my worship. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, lightnings were the response to my worship. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, earthquakes were the response to my worship. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, lightnings were the response to my worship. First it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. First it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. Hey, my worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battles. Everybody sing the fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, earthquakes were the response to my worship. Hey, fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, lightnings were the response to my worship. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, earthquakes were the response to my worship. The fragrance of my worship rose up to the Father. Noises, thunders, lightnings. Are you ready? Were the response to my Everybody say, first it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. This is how I win my battle. So first it was fragrance, first it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. Then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. This is how I win my battle. So first it was fragrance, first it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. Then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. This is how I win my battle. So first it was fragrance, first it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. This is how I win my battle. Somebody say it again. First it was fragrance, first it was fragrance, then it turned to fire. My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battle. This is how I win my battle. You say this with me. This is how I win, win, win. This is how I win.
Coffee in your
The
cup
smoke of
and
my
joy on the
worship
set. The Super Morning Show is
upon the
always the
earth.
best bet on Joy
This is how I win,
99.7 FM.
win, win. worship is my weapon. This is how I win. 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 My worship is my weapon. This is how I win my battles. I said first it was sprinkles, then it turned to fire. I release fire from Zion, furnace from Jerusalem, to burn everything that's troubled you down right now. Ashaba, Ekenheria Telema, hey, first it was sprinkles. This is how I win. The smoke of my words. This is how you win. It's game over for the devil. My words. Lift it up and say, this is how.
Joy 99.7 FM. Joy 99.7 FM.